Viewers, welcome to a special edition of India Upfront. Just 6 months ahead of 2019 Lok Sabha elections comes perhaps the biggest turning point of the election season. BSP chief Mayawati has perhaps and ostensibly handed the greatest advantage to Prime Minister Narendra Modi ahead of what could have been a very close 2019 election contest and campaign. Listen to Mayawati as she tells us why she has decided to dump the Congress party. That's right, no question of entering into any Mahagathbandhan with the Congress party. She says that the Congress party is a backstabbing, casteist, communalist outfit. Why does Mayawati think like this? Why has she suddenly done this just 6 months before the general elections, when there was a very great possibility that she will be part of a Mahagathbandhan, not just in Uttar Pradesh but nationwide, a Gathbandhan that was put together last on this scale, or is at least being attempted to forged at this scale last in 1977 against Indira Gandhi. Listen to Mayawati.
इस पार्टी में भी बीजेपी की तरह ही इन वर्गों के प्रति अपनी जातिवादी व सांप्रदायिक सोच होने की वजह से इन वर्गों का भला नहीं किया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी की गलतफहमी के साथ साथ उसका अहंकार भी अब सर चढ़कर बोलने लगा है कि वह अकेले अपने बलबूते पर यह बीजेपी को हराने का काम कर लेगी, जबकि जमीनी वास्तविकता यह है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी को उसकी अपार गलतियों व भ्रष्टाचार आदि के लिए देश की जनता काफी कड़ी सजा दिए जाने के बावजूद अभी उसे भी माफ करने को पूरी तरह से तैयार नहीं है कि इनकी कांग्रेस पार्टी इस गठबंधन की आड़ में बीएसपी को ये खत्म करना चाहती है। कांग्रेस पार्टी का ये निजी स्वार्थी वरिष्ठ नेता, जो बीजेपी का जबरदस्त एजेंट भी है, आज वह एक टीवी चैनल में अपने इंटरव्यू के दौरान अपनी पार्टी का बीएसपी के साथ किसी भी कीमत पर गठबंधन नहीं होने देने को लेकर कि मायावती जी पर केंद्र सरकार का बहुत बड़ा दबाव है। बीएसपी व कांग्रेस पार्टी का किसी भी कीमत पर यह चुनावी गठबंधन नहीं होने देना चाहती है।
It's as clear as day, it's clear as crystal. Viewers, Mayawati has decided to pull the plug on the Mahagathbandhan. Now here are 5 takeaways that cannot easily be dismissed. The Congress under Rahul Gandhi has further drifted after today into inconsequence at the national level. Second, hurdles in the Modi-led NDA's path through the Hindi heartland have cleared significantly today, viewers. Ahead of 2019, it was thought that Mayawati, the Congress and the Samajwadi Party, an alliance of all these three, could have at least had an impact in 50 seats in Uttar Pradesh, minus 50 from the current score of the NDA, and the BJP would have been down to a number around 220. Today they have 73 in the state along with an ally. Remove 50 from that tally, it would have been almost curtains for the Bharatiya Janata Party. The setback for the dream of a 1977-like pre-2019 alliance to defeat Narendra Modi is today apparent. Amit Shah's plan of splitting the anti-Modi votes is beginning to show some results. And lastly but not least, the Tina factor amplified as Gathbandhan dream begins to fizzle ahead of 2019. Yes, there is simply no alternative at the national level anymore, with Mayawati deciding to basically scupper any chance of that big Gathbandhan. Now I want to open this out. Before we look at the Congress reaction, I want to open this out. Aditi Anant Narayan joins us. Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan is also there with us. Several others in our studios today, including our panel of experts. and guests from political parties join the broadcast. I want to also welcome Amir Haq. Aditya Anant Narayan, for a long while now we have been hearing that Amit Shah has been actively working on a plan to try and split the anti-Modi votes, and that plan, it seems now, is bearing fruit at some level at least.
Absolutely, Rahul. And when we talk about the BSP, there are two prime reasons why no national level political party can afford to ignore BSP. Number one, if you talk about the state level politics, any chance of the BSP and the Samajwadi Party coming together for the 2019 elections will be extremely hurtful for the BJP. So the BJP clearly will do everything that it takes to ensure that the SP and the BSP do not enter into a combination for the in the state of Uttar Pradesh for 2019. Secondly, if you talk about the BSP, in all, over more than 200 parliamentary constituencies across the country, the BSP has more than 1% of a vote share. Now, it might not sound that much of a vote share, but if we look at the larger picture, a more than 1% vote share can be termed as a spoiler in the political language. That is something that could benefit the BJP. So these are the two prime reasons why, Rahul, even Amit Shah at this point in time cannot ignore the BSP. Clearly, the reach out mechanism will begin now. Amit Shah or the BJP insiders have not ignored the fact that probably reaching out to Mayawati could be one of the attempts by the BJP. It hasn't happened right now, but it could be an option for the BJP. But the question really here is, Rahul, can the NCBC formation, can the policies of the government for the Dalits and the backward community really appease Mayawati? Because Mayawati has been claiming that the BJP has been anti-Dalit, and over the past couple of months the government really has brought in policies to prove that they are not anti-Dalits, and specifically they have policies for the backward community and for the Dalit community.
Yes.
So we have to wait and see how much of that permutation and the combination really works for the BJP and the BSP, Rahul.
Well, let me tell you, and I want to bring in Amir Haq. Amir, I don't think that the BJP will work for any overt alliance with Mayawati. I think they're better off having her as a loose radical on the other side to split the anti-incumbency vote. I think that's really what's going to happen going forth. Amir.
Well, clearly, Rahul, BSP chief, it seems, is looking at the larger picture because she obviously understands that she doesn't have much to do as far as MP and Rajasthan elections are concerned. The last time these elections were held in 2013, she bagged just about 4 seats in MP and 3 seats in Rajasthan with a vote share of between 5 and 6%. So that did not make such a huge difference to the party itself. She clearly understands that UP is a place where she can really flex her muscles, she can really make some difference. But if you talk about the last 2014 elections, BSP clearly drew or not. They did not bag even a single seat out here, and their ally now, Samajwadi Party, had just about 5 seats and the Congress just 2 seats. So clearly she is trying to assert herself right before the 2019 elections. The MP and Rajasthan elections, Chhattisgarh elections might not be so important for her. So she's flexing her muscles ahead of the coming elections, just in order to perhaps get a better bargain from the Congress in the coming elections, because both SP and BSP understand that Congress is perhaps the weakest over the recent political history over the last several decades, and therefore perhaps they do not see any advantage in going along with Congress in the coming 2019 elections as far as UP is concerned.
Well,
but that definitely...
We did some statistical analysis, Amir, and we can tell you, if you look at the maths, and Madhav is here with us, Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan, in our newsroom. Before I open this out to our guests, Madhav, I have some very interesting statistics in my hand. Here is something that our cephalogist Jay Murg has been putting together. It's very interesting. On an overall Lok Sabha level, in the last election 2014, the BSP was third in a position to influence the winner in 86 Lok Sabha seats with a 10.5% average vote share. Now, most of these seats were contested in the Hindi heartland, Madhav. The picture there needs to be looked at very closely, because in the next 8 weeks, at the most, there will be elections in 3 of the biggest Hindi heartland states, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Between them, these states have about 65 to 70 seats between them. There are 25 in Rajasthan, there are 29 in Madhya Pradesh, and there are 11 in Chhattisgarh. You do the math. My math is not the greatest, but I can tell you it comes out to around 60, 62, 63 seats of the Lok Sabha. This is a big number. Just talk us through how this will impact the result in the assembly elections in these three states.
Well, absolutely, Rahul. Those 66 Lok Sabha seats are going to be very, very crucial, and the real test of that will be in the upcoming elections, which will in fact be completed before the 15th of December. So there's just a little over 2 months before those results are known, and Mayawati, of course, is someone who's no alien to politics. She's very clearly knows that those results are very crucial. Let's go to the first state, that's Madhya Pradesh, where in the last Lok Sabha election, BJP had polled 45% of the vote share, BSP had polled 6.4% of the vote share, and Congress had polled 37%. If you add the BSP and the Congress's numbers, this comes up to 43.4, which makes it within fighting distance of the 45% vote share of the BJP. While we know that this doesn't always translate into seats, this really means that on ground there would have been a very, very close contest, which would have been a huge boost to the Congress's own prospects. But that is not going to happen in the state of Madhya Pradesh. If I can go to the other state of Rajasthan, where BJP has polled a 46% vote share, BSP had a lower vote share, but it is a significant one of 3.4%. Congress had 34% of vote share here. Even here, the Congress's prospects would have been drastically boosted. It would have come to about 37.4, and although that does not really compare with the BJP's vote share of 46%, it is still a significant boost for the own Congress party had it allied with the BSP in that state. And moving on to the state where she's already announced an alliance with Ajit Jogi, BJP had a 42.3% vote share, the BSP had 44.4% vote share, and Congress had 41.6%. This in fact takes the vote share of the BSP and Congress to beyond what the BJP has. This is now becomes 46%, something which is much higher than the BJP's 42.3% vote share. So very, very significant, and Mayawati knows her significance in all of these states. She's opened her account in faraway Karnataka, so clearly in these areas where she has a direct connect with the voters, clearly she could have had a huge impact.
Has she just handed Madhav, Aditi and Amir the 2019 elections to Mr. Modi on a platter? That's the baseline question. Thanks. I will check in with you in just a few moments. I just want to open this out. Joining me this evening, as I said, is a galaxy of big voices. Mr. Rajagopalan needs no introduction. Times Now's in-house panelist, also somebody who has had vast experience alongside Sanjeev Srivastava in covering election after election, and is a very astute, both of these gentlemen are very astute political observers. Ashutosh Mishra, another in-house panelist here at Times Now, somebody who has been able to carve a narrative of his own, though in support of the UPA and the Congress, but always a polemicist. Thank you for joining us. Rakesh Sinha, MP of the Rajya Sabha, with us. Also Vandana Singh, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Let's just open this out. I want to ask you, implosion, Sanjeev Srivastava, implosion, is the game over? Battle won?
Well, I would say it is definitely a setback for the Congress-led UPA or whatever you may call it. But I think it's some part of grand posturing by Mayawati. See, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh are states where Mayawati doesn't have much of a stake. Her real battleground is UP. She wants really a good chunk of seats in UP. And so I think it's very hard bargaining on her part and posturing. See, you should understand one thing, Rahul. If Mayawati does not tie up, see, Congress is incidental to UP. If Mayawati is not going to tie up with Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, then Mayawati's game herself is up. Can she really afford it? She lost the 2012 assembly election. She drew a naught. 0 was her score in 2014 parliamentary elections. Her performance in 2017 assembly elections was nothing to write home about. She finished a very poor third. Can she, if she finishes somewhere around 0 in 2019, her politics is up. So will she like to do that to help Mr. Modi is the question, to sacrifice herself? I think she is playing a very smart game. Let's wait and see how this unravels. It's definitely applying pressure on Congress party.
You know what bargain?
Samajwadi party as well.
That doesn't bear up to scrutiny. In a state where the Congress is supposedly strong, in Madhya Pradesh, if they can't share seats with Mayawati, what are they going to do in Uttar Pradesh? So this business of striking a bargain is not kind of washing, Sanjeev ji. Secondly, you have gone to the extent of saying that the Congress has a casteist, communal mindset, that they are out to finish the BSP. Would she have taken such a strident position if she was going to return to the flock in 4 months? I mean, people will think of her as worse than an opportunist.
My limited point, Rahul, my limited point is, can Mayawati really be playing to be a suicide bomber? Will, in the effort to spite Congress, will she blow herself up in 2019?
Sir, she might be
That's
the B
my
team.
question for all of you to consider.
She might be the BJP's B team. I mean, the Aam Aadmi Party, the MIM, no one wants anything to do with the Congress-led Gathbandhan. Mayawati is not alone.
But can she afford to draw a knot? B team is not relevant in the final analysis.
Well, let me tell you.
It helps the A team, but what about the B team and its leader? Is Mayawati calling it a curtains or her own political career in 2019 if she goes without any alliance?
Maybe she has already seen the writing on the wall, but let me tell you, you might be right. Now, anything is possible. Anything is possible in India's political scenario, because the Congress was very strangely tongue-tied today. They let this assault by Mayawati pass. Listen to this. Randeep Singh Surjewala from earlier today, even Digvijay Singh was minding his P's and Q's. But listen to this.
अगर कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष श्री राहुल गांधी जी, श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी जो हमारी मार्गदर्शक हैं, और सुश्री मायावती जी, अगर उन तीनों में सद्भाव है तो कोई चौथा व्यक्ति उसमें व्यवधान नहीं डाल पाएगा। ये मैं सार्वजनिक तौर से मेरे दल की ओर से कहना चाहता हूं। कहीं अगर कपड़े में सलवटे हैं तो हम बैठकर सद्भाव और प्रेम से उसे दूर कर लेंगे।
Bargains are being struck, sir. Don't read much more into this, Rakesh Sinha ji.
You know, this is the beginning of the end of the coalition politics led by the Congress party. There is no realistic ground for the coalition politics. Anyone who knows parliamentary democracy, the rules and games of the parliamentary democracy, knows that coalition can be formed only when there is one party which is a magnetic party, which can attract, which can gain at least 150 seats. Unless you gain 150 seats, you cannot attract the parties which have 20 seats, 30 seats, 40 seats. If every party has almost similar numbers, 30, 40, 50, the country would enter into not a parliamentary democracy but parliamentary anarchy. And the nation won't like the parliamentary anarchy. That Mayawati ji is realizing. One more point, Rahul ji, I am raising, because you are discussing the issue, and your discussion is not only on the immediate issue, there is a background. Congress party has a Panchmadi resolution. In 1998, Congress party in Panchmadi had a working committee meeting. In that working committee meeting, Sonia Gandhi's speech is very important, where late Rajesh Pilot advocated for a coalition politics is a reality in India. Sonia Gandhi said in her speech, the coalition is for an interim regime. It is not a Congress politics. We have to attract the parties for a tactical reason, not for the permanent coalition. So Congress does not believe in coalition dharma. That Panchmadi resolution is unchanged. Congress has not revised that revision. Sonia Gandhi has not repudiated her own statement in 1998. Therefore, as far as an academic, I can say that unless until the party changes the resolution, I cannot take the words as the word of the political party. First, Congress spokesperson should declare that Panchmadi resolution is irrelevant. Party has changed. We are going for the coalition. Second important thing is that, can you tell me the states like Bihar, UP, major state, Madhya Pradesh, how many seats Congress can gain its own? Without the support of the Bahujan Samaj Party, Congress cannot gain even the 50 seats in Madhya Pradesh. Without the support of the Bahujan Samaj Party and Samajwadi Party, Congress cannot gain more than 2 and 3 seats in Uttar Pradesh. Bihar's position is very pathetic. Therefore, this is an unrealistic assessment of the Congress Party. They are not ready to forget their past glory. They are not realizing the present
arrogance.
status.
Okay, let me bring in Vandana Singh. Vandana Singh, I want to ask you this, and it's a question that I'm asking you without any hint of trying to trivialize. But Bhatija kya karega? What will the Bhatija do? The Bhatija was hoping that Bua will handhold him. Then they will both sit and handhold the Congress party. They will all sit on one bicycle and they will zoom off towards Delhi. The wheels are falling off.
Rahul ji, there is no contradiction in our alliance. And if BJP use this MP scenario to discredit the Grand Alliance, but we are confident that the UP Gathbandhan, Mahagathbandhan will lead the way in 2019. And let me say this, politics moves in a flux. Politics is dynamic, it's not static. So,
no, the wheels of opportunism are falling off. Let me remind you.
Small events.
No, Vandana ji, let me remind you.
I can't hear you at all.
No, I'm saying, let me remind you, just about 3 years ago, 2 years ago to be exact actually, the Samajwadi Party aligned with the Congress Party in Uttar Pradesh to disastrous consequences. Mayawati has also said that Congress is a liability. Maybe Akhilesh also should read the writing on the wall.
Look, the time would tell what will happen. And as far as BJP is concerned, there is a massive anger in people against
Ma'am, we'll
BJP.
come to the BJP. I'm asking you about Samajwadi Party and the Congress. Mayawati says that the Congress Party is communalist, it's casteist. Rahul Gandhi's, can you hear me? Rahul Gandhi is casteist. He is now today becoming a Brahmin in sheepskin, if you can hear me. And therefore, this is an elitist, backstabbing party. Can you be associated with an elitist, Brahmin, casteist party? Can you hear me?
Kanchan, I can't hear.
I don't think she can hear me. This question goes out to you. Question goes out to you.
If we see Mayawati, first of all, we have to realize what...
Sir, Mayawati has come out. Let me repeat.
Yes.
Mayawati has come out and said that the Congress is casteist. It's now got a distinct Brahminical edge with a Janiyudhari at the very top. It is arrogant. I'm only asking you, has the Congress party today evolved in a way that it's becoming not welcome to other caste-based parties? Simple question. That is why we are seeing this.
Yeah, it's just a reflection that these smaller caste-based parties are understanding that Congress is getting stronger. The tantrums that Mayawati is throwing
stronger?
The tantrums that Mayawati is throwing today points to the fact.
Tantrums?
She is
this
abusing,
is not a tantrum.
She is
This is a definitive
BJP,
stand.
Congress.
She is saying
I can go with Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, but not Digvijay.
No, she says Congress leaders. No, she says Congress leaders like Digvijay do not wish for a Congress BSP alliance. They are afraid of agencies like ED, CBI. Then she goes on to say, first for a moment we thought that she was not going to at least in any way label the Gandhis. Then she goes on to say the truth is that the Congress through its Mahagathbandhan wants to destroy the BSP. This means that the Congress, despite support from Dalits and backward sections of the society, listen to what she is saying. She is not making some
exactly
empty word. Has a casteist and communal mindset like BJP, but she is not with the BJP. She is not with you. So she is, the Hathi has decided.
She has always worked with BJP before, and what today she is doing.
So you are saying she is a B team.
What today she is trying to do.
So she is the B team of the BJP.
That if
Sir, Congress is also B team of the BJP. MIM is B team of the BJP. Mayawati is B team.
She will go with NDA. That's her trick. that she realizes that she has become irrelevant today.
Mayawati loses confidence in Rahul Gandhi.
Comparing 2000,
that's the only other way of looking at it.
Rahul Gandhi changes his goalpost very often.
It's like comparing apple and oranges.
Has Mayawati read the direction of the political wind?
No, it has. Rahul, you have to give me 1 minute.
She has just shown her
the regional parties nature. Because of Rahul Gandhi's temple hopping and fake Janayog, they lost credibility. Congress is losing its secular credentials. That is the reason. I am telling you, today Mayawati, tomorrow it may be MK Stalin, because DMK is also distancing from Congress for the same reason, but they are going Brahminical way. The entire thing is anti-Congress, anti-Brahminism, anti-upper caste. That is the reason why Rahul Gandhi's commodity is not being sold.
We'll open this up. Has Rahul Gandhi become a liability? I'll come back to you, sir. Give me 30 seconds. We need to take a short break.
Can Rahul win from Amethi?
Okay.
Minus
has Rahul Gandhi become a liability for some of these opposition parties? That's the question. We have some facts. You will look at the numbers. You will probably also begin to get convinced. We'll take a short break. Welcome back. You're watching a special edition of India Upfront on a day which is proving to be a big talking point. It's certainly the biggest turning point in the run-up to the 2019 general elections. The BSP's Mayawati has come out and dashed Rahul Gandhi's dream of a Mahagathbandhan, of a 1977-like pre-poll mega alliance to limit the scope of Narendra Modi's reach in this country. That is not happening after Mayawati has come out and said very harsh words against the Congress party, saying there is no way she is going to partner the Congress party. What does this mean? Does this mean that Rahul Gandhi has now become a liability for a certain number of political parties that at one time perhaps looked to the Congress as the glue for a Gathbandhan? Certain statistics, and I want to bring in Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan on this, certain numbers, certain very important hard facts could point to this. Madhav, talk us through them.
Well, yes, Rahul, we'll go first and foremost to these 4 states, which are not just numerically very significant states, but politically very, very significant states for, in fact, the Lok Sabha and the numbers as they pan out. And let's look at what has happened in these states in the last 2 assembly elections. The state of Uttar Pradesh, now this is the situation in the 2012 assembly polls. The Samajwadi Party, before its alliance with the Congress Party, was at 29.1% is the kind of vote share that they had got. In the 2017 polls, however, as far as assembly is concerned, post the alliance with the Congress party, they polled 22%. So a drop in the vote percentage of about 7% for the Samajwadi Party. I'll move on to the next state. This is the state of Tamil Nadu, where in fact the DMK in the 2011 polls, this was also in fact where it had an alliance with the Congress party. It had 22.5%, 22.4%, I beg your pardon, of the voting percentage. In 2016 polls, again an alliance with the Congress party. This increases to 31.8%, but the DMK still lost the election in the state of Tamil Nadu. Moving on to the next state of West Bengal, the CPM in the 2011 polls in fact had 29.5% of the vote percentage. This was before its alliance with the Congress party. However, in 2016 polls, its percentage reduced drastically to 19.8%. This was after its alliance with the Congress party, a reduction of almost 10%. In the 4th state that we are going to, this is the state of Maharashtra. The NCP in the 2009 polls had 16.3%. This was, of course, in alliance with the Congress party. In the 2014 polls, 17.2%. This is post again its alliance with the Congress party. But all 4 of these states have one key factor. The alliance with the Congress party did not lead to any kind of poll victory. It only led to poll losses of the alliance partners, and that's why the question of whether the Congress is a liability, what Mayawati referred to it about the arrogance as well as the taint of corruption continuing to stick with the Congress party.
Well, Madhav, the numbers are going to come up on our screens in just a few moments. Viewers, there you can see them. That's how the effect was. The DMK losing the state, losing the fight, even in alliance with the Congress party. So the Congress doesn't help. Yes, Mr. Rajagopal.
I was wanting to come to that point.
Which point?
Senior DMK leaders in private conversation confirmed to me that Congress is an extra luggage in Tamil Nadu. They are offering only 5 seats.
It's baggage, extra baggage.
Extra luggage. No, why do you say baggage? It is extra luggage for them. They don't want to have Congress because Congress has seen of late in Tamil Nadu for the last 25 years the 69% reservation, Dalit domination, upper caste, lower community. These are all certain things which DMK is harping on. Now, Rahul Gandhi, after state polls, he goes to temples, ignores Muslim community. Therefore, DMK is worried whether we will lose the Muslim votes. That is why Mayawati, KCR, Arvind Kejriwal, even DMK, they don't want to go with Congress because Congress they see Congress.
Is there something wrong with that analysis?
So, the basic fact that he is missing is that Kejriwal, KCR and BSP were never a part of Congress.
Now Nishaji can dump them. BSP has been.
KCR and she went to.
Why did she
that
go
was
and
Kumar Swamy. She was a partner with Kumar Swamy.
Let me tell you, sir, that 2 years after, 1.5 years after the UP election, even the Samajwadi Party didn't want to ally with the Congress again. In the by-elections, we saw 2 by-elections, and I'm going to bring in Vandana ji on this point.
That we are
No. They in fact tied up with the BSP.
Nobody is supporting BJP.
They swallowed the history.
Whether it be DMK or BSP
they
are fighting against BJP.
Please, look, let me ask you.
Where the parties
who have cancellation on that
basis,
what is going to happen? Congress decimated. It is only a paper tiger. That is what Mayawati has proved today.
Is voting in Kejriwal.
Can Mayawati cannot afford to have Amethi Rahul Gandhi will win?
Let me ask.
Can Mayawati ensure Rahul Gandhi is winning from Amethi?
We don't even know if he's going to contest from Amethi. We are being told that he may not.
She is irrelevant.
We are being told that he may not.
She is irrelevant.
One second. I want to bring in Vandana Singh. Vandana Singh, you saw the disastrous results of the UP state polls when you allied with the Congress party. That's why you didn't want to ally with them in the Gorakhpur by-election. Let's be honest.
Rahul ji, last assembly elections, if you look at it, the upper caste vote went to BJP. 12% of Brahmins and 8% of Thakurs, they voted together for BJP. But this is not this is going to repeat this Lok Sabha election. That much I can assure you. So it's not the same thing. There was a Modi wave last assembly election. This time is completely
now there is a saffron slat, Yogi. There is Ram Mandir,
which can be catched by Mayawati or Akhilesh Yadav.
If Ram Mandir could win,
there is no Rahul Gandhi wave in India.
Let us speak.
There is no Mahagathbandhan. That is splitting and breaking.
एक मिनट उनकी बात सुननी दीजिए. Let's listen. Yes.
I can't hear what they're saying.
Okay, Vandana Singh.
Yes. Yes, please.
If the Congress is a casteist outfit for Mayawati, why is it not a casteist outfit for the Samajwadi Party? Answer me this question.
Look, no political party is casteist. There are all kind of caste and religion in every political party. So we can't say, except for BJP, they are casteist. We are secular parties and we have a secular alliance. And our alliance with BSP is intact. There is no contradiction in that, Rahulji.
Well, she hasn't come out and confirmed any of your overtures, Mr. Srivastava. Is this now?
Time will tell. Time will tell. We don't discuss our alliances on TV channels and we don't discuss on press conferences.
Well, ma'am, I hope
alliances
for your good.
Are not forged in press conferences, Rahulji.
Okay, I hope for your good. I hope for your good. I hope.
She held the press
conference. Okay, 1 second. I hope for your good this comes true because we also know that there are elements within the Samajwadi Party now outside the Samajwadi Party, once close to Akhilesh, and I want to bring in Sanjeev Srivastava on this. Yes.
Can I say something?
Please.
Can I say something, Rahulji?
Please.
Can I say something?
Please.
Only the Romans know what happens in Rome. I said only the Romans know what happens in Rome. So we know what's happening in our alliance partners.
Okay.
We don't have to disclose our strategy to others.
Well, ma'am, you do.
Well, you can laugh today. You'll see tomorrow.
you do have a knack with words. I'm not going to contradict you. You brought up the word Romans. It is loaded with meaning. It is loaded with meaning, and I don't want to remind you of those
not better than other
connotations
panelists you have there.
No, I don't want to remind you of those connotations.
Well, you will see. The time will be 2019
don't
is
hit
not
Sonia
very
Gandhi
far,
or Rahul
Rahulji.
Gandhi or
It's 6
Congress.
months.
ये आपने आज थोड़ा सा
I'm
सेल्फ
not
गोल
here to
स्कोर
hit
किया
Rahul
है.
Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi like you
I'm
people.
sure. I'm
not here for Rahul
I'm sure
Gandhi
Sonia
bashing.
Gandhi knows
That's
what's
your
happening
job.
in Rome. I'm sure, but I'm not so sure if she knows what was happening in Mayawati's Lucknow. I don't know.
We all have to put our house in order. We don't have to peep into others' houses.
Okay. One second. I just want to go back to Sanjeev Srivastava. There's breaking news coming in also. I believe some reactions that come to you straight, Mr. Srivastava. Just let me quickly take a couple of breaking reactions coming in. Let's play them out.
Behan Kumari Mayawati knows inside out of Congress party and Congress and what desires Congress has. She knows them, that how poisonous they are. And if we talk of poison in Congress, the biggest venomous person is Mr. Digvijay Singh, who keeps on uttering the venoms. So this knows. Now where is Mahagathbandhan? Where is Bua Bhatija? Gradually, one after the other, the skeleton will fall apart. The biggest factor is that Mayawati is not going to be aligned with Congress party and Samajwadi party also in the coming future. So there cannot be any Mahagathbandhan. But the biggest question is in front of the people. Like these people aligning together and they want to give an alternative government. What kind of government it would be?
With whom the Congress party undertake a coalition is entirely their business, none of ours. But in the light of the concerns and almost the pain of Mayawati ji, I can only say that coalition is not a part of the DNA of Congress. They are the only DNA important is the...
I want to tell Rahulji that there are some rotten apples in our party. I've been fighting with the High Command and I'm with Rahulji also that there are these fellows who have to be identified and kept aside. And only then we will have a 2019 in place. I will fight with my party. I am not criticizing the party. I will fight within the party to see that...
Congress MLA there coming out from Goa saying there are rotten apples. But Sanjeev Srivastava ji, I just want to come out to you. The logic behind the Gathbandhan was to provide a secular alternative from the JDU down to the MIM, down to the Aam Aadmi Party, down to the BSP today. All of them are quite clear that Congress cannot be the fulcrum of any secular alternative. Perhaps because they don't think it doesn't inspire confidence.
Well, Congress certainly does not enjoy any kind of a preeminent position in today's polity, and that is well known to everybody. But what I think is that the kind of inference we are trying to draw, some of the panelists are trying to draw, is also, I don't know whether it will turn out to be correct or incorrect, but it's fairly premature. See, in what is the ground situation in UP? The ground situation in UP is that the combined vote percentage of SP, BSP, and if you add RLD, Ajit Singh's party in Western Uttar Pradesh, far outweighs the BJP's total percentage. What Mayawati has said, she has said nothing about RLD and SP. She has called names to Congress party. So meaning Congress alliance may not happen. But if the SP, BSP and RLD still happen, it's curtains for, it's big problems if not curtains for the BJP. So yes, it's good to rubbish Rahul Gandhi and Congress party, but it is not helping the cause of BJP in Uttar Pradesh so far as things stand today. Because I have consistently maintained
not about Uttar Pradesh.
What can
Rahul Gandhi's leadership,
happen is,
no, but I can't understand.
Rajgopal, just let me finish it. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. The only thing which may happen is that SP, BSP fight together. BSP gets a good chunk of Lok Sabha seats and decides to side with the BJP post-election. Now that may be a gain for the BJP. Otherwise, I don't see any which way that Mayawati will contest alone. If she contests alone in UP, it's Harakari, she'll be finished.
No, one second.
And
look,
she cannot
tie we are talking hard maths, but there is also something called optics and chemistry. Let's talk about optics and chemistry. Of course, No,
there
no,
is
we
no
can't
chemistry
today.
in UP.
No, no, we can't
There
today
is no
discount.
chemistry in
if
UP.
there was no question of chemistry, why, sir, would political parties with a secular bent of mind like the JDU,
even in 2014,
risk losing the goodwill of their core vote banks and aligning with the BJP or taking a position against other secular parties? Why would they be doing this? You have Prakash Ambedkar and the MIM and the BSP coming together in...
That is political opportunism.
Sir, at the heart of this, you are only confirming that there is a khichdi. The only possibility that we have today is a massive khichdi on the other side.
That is what I was wanting to come, Rahul.
No, no, with ideologically dissonant, partners. This is scary. This is scary. Mr. Suneet Chopra joins the debate.
Khichdi's may bother analysts, but they don't bother the electorate usually.
I don't know, sir. Election after election, there have been 18 now. Since 2014, we have had, except for 3 states, we have had absolute verdicts. I think those days are over. People are astute, and you see the mess that is taking place in Karnataka.
But
and the
BSP...
No, so are you saying that the... No, so are you saying that the choice today...
BSP, SP...
Okay, let's take you...
My only limited point, Rahul, is that the combined vote share of BSP, SP and RLD far outweighs any other vote share in UP.
It's okay.
Mayawati, Ambedkar is against Congress.
Outweighed even in 2014.
What this proves is that there is a war.
More than Mr. Modi's
in 2019, the war or the battle or what have you is going to be between coherence, represented by the NDA, and opportunism, convenience, represented by a ragtag coalition. That is a disaster. Mr. Chopra, are these alliances being struck? Are these alliances being struck without ideological basis only because you want to grab this little bit of power and 5 or 6 seats? Is that the disservice that is going to be done?
The alliances of opportunism were like Kashmir, PDP and BJP. BJP has made similar alliances in Goa where they don't even have a chief minister. The files are being signed.
So what do you think is happening in Karnataka?
What kind of government will they give the country?
So what do you think is happening in Karnataka?
In Rajasthan and Madhya
What is happening in Kerala? Why do you go with Mayawati and why do you go with
let us look at UP. I just want to state only UP.
No, that's because it's convenient.
Thanks to the EVMs.
No, you tell me. No, sir.
Then what happened?
EVMs?
In every by-election of UP, including Gorakhpur, the BJP has lost.
UP would be deciding.
What does that mean?
Man, UP will be deciding only if
ताकत के सामने गिर जाएंगे.
No, 1 second. Mr. Chopra, you made 3 separate points. Stick to one point. I don't know which one to debate with you. 1 second. The basic point here, the elemental point that you are making is that convenience can be excused because we have had some allegedly convenient, ideologically convenient, and let me be honest, equation in Jammu and Kashmir. Let me tell you, sir, there was a CMP that was drawn up, which made it actually ideologically coherent. The BJP gave only to keep a state, a disturbed state in the union, from falling into the hands of anti-nationals.
And they made it more disturbed.
No, that's your opinion.
Leaving it
that's your
to
opinion.
the bullet.
That's your opinion.
Yes.
No, that's not. That's your opinion.
That's not an opinion.
But
that's
there was there was a long, drawn, protracted arrangement worked out. It was, sir. So you tell me, what is common today between between the BSP and the Samajwadi Party? What is common between the 3 of them, the Congress, BSP and Samajwadi Party? If the BSP says the Congress is communal and casteist, why are 2 casteist political parties aligning with an oppressor?
Politics is dynamic.
Is there
don't say it's dynamic. Say based
ideology.
Just say it's based on convenience.
Yes.
Nothing wrong even with opportunism with convenience.
That's why.
What would you say about PDP and BJP?
No, maybe because Nitish Kumar shares Mayawati's. Maybe Nitish Kumar shares. Arey, you just heard Nitish Kumar. You just heard.
Mahagathbandhan
Okay, 1 minute.
strategic alliances, Rahulji.
Okay.
As for Nitish Kumar,
Nitish Kumar has read the writing on the wall. He realized that the Congress party was certainly not some big secular political party that it was projecting itself to be. Perhaps he was most astute. He saw Rahul Gandhi prancing around with a Janayu, with Shiv Bhakti writ large around. No, please. You tell me, how is a political party secular? How is a political party secular when it fights? When it fights elections on visible religious symbolism. So I want to understand. That's the same. So you're agreeing. So you're agreeing that the Congress is no different from the BJP. So you are okay. 1 minute. So here we have Ashutosh ji saying very clearly that because the BJP is communal, the Congress has every right to follow suit. So the BJP and the Congress now are indistinguishable.
Are not taking place.
No wonder alliances are not taking place. You've just proved the point. You take a short break. I'll take a short break. This is not ending. More reactions coming in. Very, very interesting. There seems to be now a revolt brewing in the Goa
Muslims.
Okay, revolt brewing in the Goa Congress after this. We will come out to that on India Upfront at 8 p.m. Watch out for this big development.